this is so cool. So, you know, thank you so much for inviting me because I would have never.
Crocheted.
I saw. What else?
Crochet. An hour, 4 hours, 2 hours.
So do you measure like your crochet through movies? I tend to say one movie, 2 movies, 3 movies.
No, I don't. No, because most things are so big that, you know, shawls and stuff are usually really like days, weeks, you know, sort of thing. So I don't measure them in movies, but that's a good idea. No, I think in terms of hours.
You think of hours? Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. And welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Crochet Card. I'm about to crap myself because this hottie came up to poke me up behind and says, "Hey, Mikey, ultimate crochet superstar ever." I'm sorry. This is seriously, honest to God, this is Kristin Omdahl. Am I saying it right?
Omdahl.
Omdahl. I've always said it wrong, I'm sure.
That's okay.
She is like the first pattern book that I bought that I could actually understand a few years ago. We've been chit-chatting back. I would have never recognized her because she's smoking hot. And you thought that we would have actually called each other to match outfits, but we didn't. And Daniel, let's get the whole outfit for Kristin.
Oh my God.
Am I not saying smoking hot? Smoking hot. This is such a wonderful experience, and now she's all laughing. I'm trying to keep my composure. I'm so excited to meet you.
I'm happy to meet you too.
Yeah.
This is great. We've been friends and talking online for years, trying to coordinate our schedules to see which shows we were attending at the same time. So it's really great to meet you too.
It really is. And you know, I emailed her about maybe a year and a half ago. I said, you know what the hell? I'm going to email this woman. Blah, blah, blah. I know she's an author. I know she's a big wig and whatever. I'm going to see if she will actually talk to me. And the first email that ever came in from her, I literally got up from my desk and I bunny hopped all the way to the kitchen. Oh my God, Kristin just emailed me back.
Right away.
I know. It's sickening. It's just like, wow. So I love how you're so personable. Like, you know, you don't have to be that way, and you are, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's coming up for you? Like, tell us the outfit. Isn't this not fabulous?
Thank you.
So,
well, a couple things, maybe even about the outfit. I have a brand new book coming out in December called The Finer Edge, and it's a book on all crocheted edgings, and all of the patterns as well as the edging. It's like 40 edgings and 12 patterns. But what I've done since then is use some of the edgings to make some jewelry too. Like these earrings are one of the edgings from the book. Mm-hmm. And like tomorrow at the trade show, I'm going to show how to make the edgings, but with the crochet wire instead. But you could there are projects in the book for using this in yarn, and then I'm just going to show it slightly differently tomorrow. So I'm doing some jewelry patterns online in my Ravelry store and Craftsy store. This is a brand new pattern that's coming out next week because I bought these shoes this week and they were hot pink and I needed something hot pink to wear with them at the show, and I had like a day before I was leaving. So I thought I needed to come up with like a 4 to 6 hour project, 2 movie project.
2 movies, girls, 2 movies.
2 movies, 2 balls of yarn, and I came up with this shawl, and what I like to do is clip them with like a hair clip in the back. So it's really just a rectangle. But what I do is I clip it so it looks more like a garment.
That is so cheating. I love it.
It's great. It's tricky. Deceptively simple is one of my favorite expressions. Deceptively simple, yeah.
Oh my
and the
God.
holes are big enough you could actually wear it through your arms and make a shrug out of it. And obviously a keyhole scarf would be good. And this pattern will be available next week after the show.
And what kind of yarn is this?
Art yarns. It's a cashmere. There's a lace weight cashmere that I doubled, 1 ball of that, and then 1 ball of their cashmere and silk with the beads and the sequins.
Wow.
But that would even be a great stash buster because every row you cut the yarn so that you're making fringe as you go too. So like if you had little bits of lots of luxury yarns at home, you could use, if you had 3 yards left of all of your fancy yarns, you could make a fancy shawl with, scraps.
So, Kristin, what would be your favorite pattern? If anything that was to define you in your whole career, do you have a favorite pattern of yours that you've created that has been the ultimate?
No, I think I just am excited in the moment. I'm always an in the moment kind of a person. So like right now I'm excited about jewelry, and I get excited about sparkly things. So I'm excited because this is sparkly and bright. But I'm always excited about what I'm working on right now.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Where do you find the time then? Because it seems like these books are very detailed, amazing. Where do you find the time?
I work this is my full-time job, and I work from home, so there's no definition between work and...
And you're looking like that working at home? Because, honey, so I work at home.
No.
And I'm looking like...
No, I dress up to have fun at the shows. This is my pretend
but
look.
you keep your figure that you're working at home. Like, I'm gaining the weight after every month, like 10 pounds, and Daniel's giving the eyes. Because I work from home, I never get out.
Well, I bought some yarn recently. This is a funny story. I bought a 28-pound cone of jute yarn. And I was thinking I'm either going to make a survival gear stuff or I'm going to make outdoorsy stuff. I don't know, but 28 pounds of jute, I can make some really cool stuff. Maybe hammocks, maybe fishing. I don't do a lot of fishing, so maybe a fishing net, or maybe I'll make rugs. I don't know. But it's so big that I have to stand up while I'm crocheting or knitting with it. And I thought to myself, I wonder if I should come up with a lot of exercises to do while we're knitting and crocheting to get us off our butts.
That would be pretty obscene.
It's a sedentary lifestyle, and it's so hard to, if you have time to knit and crochet, then you don't have, you can't do them at the same time. I thought, well, why can't we? So I've been trying to think about exercises to do while I'm standing up and knitting and crocheting.
Crochet aerobics.
Yeah, why not? I've been doing squats, and I've been doing like calf lifts, Yeah. Why not? I love it. It's double dipping. I mean, yeah. This is the way my brain thinks. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Hang on.
Or multitasking. That's what I like to do. Multitasking.
Oh my God. So I have a question for you. As
Yes.
a designer, I also get the big cones, but not the ones that I get to squat with. But I get big cones, but then I design something, but then I don't really know how much yarn was used in the product. What do I do?
Postage scale. They're
Really?
$10 at Walmart and Target. You just need a postage scale. And what you need to do is, if the yarn is weighed in ounces, you set it up for ounces. If the yarn is weighed in metric, then you set it up for grams. And grams are smaller than ounces, so you can actually be more detailed in how much it weighs if you set it on grams. And do the math to figure out if you need to know ounces.
Because I always get that problem. Like, I don't really know how many skeins it would be.
But I do that because I forget how many balls I use by the time I'm 3 weeks out on
That's
something.
my problem.
No, you need a postage scale.
A $10 postage scale.
Yeah, that's it.
So Crochet Hook, do you have a favorite? That
Lantern
you love?
Moon.
Lantern
Yep,
Moon.
I love their wooden ones. And then for metal, I love Susan Bates Silver Lume.
Yes, we're about to get
The
some
anodized.
Of those
The ones that are like that anodized silver, those are really fast. And then I love the rosewood and ebony ones for my
Do you ever do any special occasions, like going to visit talks or anything like that, or classes? Or?
Yeah, I teach at all the Stitches events, and I teach at a yarn shop in Sarasota pretty often because it's not too far from me. And I teach around the country depending on what my schedule allows.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that. I have something that you may be interested in.
Okay.
I know. So, Kristin, I've heard about your craftsy class. Can you? I'm not even saying that right. I think it's my Canadian accent. But what is that?
It's a hard word. Craft SY.
Craft SY.
CRAFTSY.com. Craftsy. I have a class on there called Sweetheart Shawls, and it's 3 lace shawl patterns knitted that I've come up with, and I teach this interactive class. When you buy the class, you keep it for life, and it's not download. No, you watch it on their website. But it's 4 hours of me teaching step by step.
4 hours of you?
Yeah. No, it's more than that, because I'm an interactive part of the class. The platform behind the class is you getting to talk to me and all the other students. And I log in every day and answer everyone's questions. And you can show photos. You can say, my swatch doesn't look right. What do you think, Kristin? And I chime in and say, whatever. Or I talk to you as you're taking the class.
Honey,
and
how do I do that? That sounds like amazing. I've never heard of that.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's a really
great. What's the challenge with that? Have you done it? Have you started doing that?
Yeah, I have. My first class, Sweetheart Shawls, is up and live now. It's been live for a few weeks. So I'm able to talk to my students while they're taking the class.
Is there any commonality of what people, a question may be, like from people? Or is it all just varied?
It varies. Some people want to know about yarn substitution, and I've always been an open person for that, because it's so subjective.
Of course.
But if they have, instead of someone like asking me what should I substitute with, I said that's too open. Tell me what you want to use, and I'll give you my opinion. Do you know what I mean? And so sometimes I think a yarn's a good substitute, and I'll tell you why, or I don't. But in the class, I teach all the steps of the techniques. how to block, how to style them afterwards, which is I think is interesting. So a lot of people like to make shawls but don't know how to style them, and I have a whole chapter on different things.
Wow.
You know, like clipping it, like I did with this one. I mean,
It's such a simple idea, and yet it's amazing.
but you can take a triangular shawl or a rectangular shawl, and you can make it a wrap or more sweater-like. This one's falling off. But just by clipping it with a hair clip, you know what I mean, or tying it or something. There's all kinds of ways to make it look a little more fitted.
Wow. So everybody, this is Kristin Omdahl, saying it right this time.
Yes.
And you know what? She is my superhero in crochet. You know, she has so many resources available online. Maybe you can just actually, where can we find all your content?
All right, my website and my blog and my crochet
And your
alongs
website
and knit
is what?
along.
Your
Knit
website.
alongs is styledbyKristin.com, STYLEDBYKRISTIN.com. My full name, Kristin Omdahl, is how to find me on Ravelry, Craftsy, Twitter, Facebook. I have a YouTube channel under Kristin Omdahl where I do tutorials for most of my patterns, and all of my patterns are PDF instant downloads for $3.99 or less.
That's wonderful. So on behalf of myself, because I'm so honored here, Kristin, you've been fabulous. Can I have a hug?
Yeah. Oh my God,
We said it. Honey, it's all real and I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today from TNNA, Columbus, Ohio. I'm Mikey.